Hello and welcome along to Chelsea's podcast dedicated Chelsea transfer blog, which keeps you right up to date with all the very latest transfer news, rumours and gossip emerging from Stamford Bridge every day during the summer transfer window. And like, comment and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Liverpool have signed an absolute world-class midfielder by bringing in Thiago Alcantara from Bayern Munich, that is according to Chelsea boss Frank Lampard, whose side face Liverpool on Sunday when they welcome them to Stamford Bridge. Liverpool signed the Spain midfielder on Friday, paying an initial fee of just £20 million to lure him away from Bayern with a further £5 million in add-ons. The deal was done in time to enable the 29-year-old to make a shock debut for Liverpool against Chelsea this weekend. The Blues know firsthand how devastating Thiago can be, with the Spaniard playing a key role in Bayern's Champions League last 16 aggregate victory over them last season, and Lampard has hailed him as one of the best midfielders in the world right now. "Thiago is an incredible player," said Lampard, speaking hours before Thiago's move to Liverpool was announced on Friday. "As you say, we saw him firsthand. Quality on the pitch, personality on the pitch and off the pitch." The quotes from Hansi Flick this week have been talking about him on both fronts, and when you hear that from their manager, who has just such success with him at the center of the team, I think it speaks for itself. He is an absolute world-class midfielder in the modern day. If he does come to the Premier League, it will be a big plus, and a big plus for the team that he comes to. Chelsea face the Premier League champions Liverpool at Stamford Bridge today, and they've been wished well by a familiar name. After getting off to a winning start on Monday night against Brighton and Hove Albion, the Blues' title credentials will be tested when Jurgen Klopp's side come to town. In previous games against the Reds under Frank Lampard, there have been no shortage of goals and plenty of talking points. After what happened between Lampard and Jurgen Klopp on the touchline at Anfield a few months ago, there could be extra motivation from Chelsea fans to get one over on the Merseyside Giants, and it would appear that former captain John Terry is in the same boat. Ahead of the game, the official Chelsea Instagram account uploaded an image of Lampard during a training session with a message with one of his quotes: "I know we're going up against a great team, I'm going up against a fantastic coach, so I want to do well," to which Therry responded with a blue love heart emoji. As expected, this got some Chelsea fans rather emotional on Reddit. One said, "Imagine the scenes if JT comes to work under Lampard as a coach. Would love to see it." However, a return to Stamford Bridge to work under Lampard is a scenario that another supporter simply can't picture because of Terry's ambition. "Never going to happen, sorry. Therry is also an aspiring manager. I don't see the benefit in him working under another inexperienced manager. Personally, I wouldn't like it to happen. Much better if they're both managing top clubs, competing against each other, because that's why I personally see them as competitors." Chelsea midfielder Kai Havertz has set his sights on emulating the success of German great Michael Ballack. Havertz moved to Chelsea this summer from Bayer Leverkusen for around £71 million after starring in the Bundesliga. It is a well-trodden path by German players, with many coming over to England in the hopes of succeeding in the Premier League. Ballack was one of those who, after playing for Bayer Leverkusen and Bayern Munich, joined Chelsea in 2006. The midfielder proved to be a hit at Stamford Bridge, winning all 3 domestic trophies and reaching the Champions League final during his 4 years there, and now Havertz has set his sights on emulating his fellow German. "As a kid you always dreamed to play in a club like Chelsea, and you remember all the games they played in the Champions League," he said. "They won many great titles, and that is what I want to do in the future as well. So of course when you watch football as a kid you always dream to play in a stadium like Stamford Bridge, so now for me it's a dream come true, and now I have to work hard and do my best for the club." Michael Ballack was a very, very big player. He also played for Leverkusen and Bayern Munich. He was also a hero of course when I was younger, and he played for Chelsea as well. I liked him as a player very much. He played in my position and he was a midfield player who wanted to score a lot of goals. And I think of course I try to score goals as well, like him. He was always a very big player for me, but I've never spoken to him. I'm thankful to play in a club where he played as well. Chelsea's first home game of the new Premier League season is a tough one as they face reigning champions Liverpool at Stamford Bridge. Frank Lampard's side made the perfect start to their campaign with a 3-1 win over Brighton earlier this week thanks to goals from Jorginho, Reece James and Kurt Zouma, but Sunday's clash against the Reds is set to be an altogether different challenge, however, and will provide the Blues with a marker for where they are at compared with the other top clubs. Chelsea are set to be boosted by the return of a number of key players for the game, but what is the latest injury news elsewhere ahead of the clash against Jurgen Klopp's side? The 27-year-old has been ruled out of the Liverpool game due to a knee injury he picked up in the pre-season game with Brighton. He subsequently missed the league opener against the Seagulls, with Lampard admitting it could take a few weeks for the Moroccan to recover. According to The Athletic, Ziyech's injury is minor and he should be back soon. Summer signing Werner is fit to start despite concern he had picked up an injury. The 24-year-old was seen with an ice pack strapped to his right leg, sparking some concern whether he had picked up an injury issue. However, he declared himself ready to take on the Reds, saying, "Of course. In games like this, you're always fit." Lampard also confirmed in his pre-match press conference that the German is fit. The summer arrival from Leicester City is back in training having recovered from a heel injury. The 23-year-old joined the Blues with the injury, but after doing some individual work at Cobham, he is now nearing full fitness. Chilwell will have to wait to make his Chelsea debut however, as Lampard confirmed, Ben Chilwell not ready for the game. The summer arrival from Leicester City is back in training having recovered from a heel injury. The 23-year-old joined the Blues with the injury, but after doing some individual work at Cobham, he is now nearing full fitness. Chilwell will have to wait to make his Chelsea debut however, as Lampard confirmed, Ben Chilwell not ready for the game. Like Chilwell, the former Paris Saint-Germain captain will have to wait for his Chelsea debut. The centre-back has been in training with the first-team squad over the past couple of days, but Lampard has confirmed that the centre-back is slightly short of fitness for the Liverpool game. He's been training for 3 or 4 days. "We're working with him on his fitness. Liverpool will come too soon for him." Young Scottish midfielder Gilmour remains a long-term absentee from the senior squad. It's down to a knee operation he had to undergo earlier this summer following the win over Crystal Palace towards the end of last season. At the time, boss Frank Lampard said, "His attitude will get him back as quick as he can. His character is fantastic, particularly with his age, the personality he has shown to get himself into the first team. I'm very sure he will show the same character in doing everything right with his rehab." Gilmour is not expected back until October at the earliest.